What's it to be for North Korea next? Economic growth or missiles? Assessing that question for Korea Now, I'm Alex Jensen. After their failed Hanoi summit last month, the world waited to see how US President Donald Trump and North Korean Chairman Kim Jong-un would react. While Trump's made clear he remains committed to denuclearization dialogue, Kim's intentions seem a little more debatable, in that he's still stressing economic development while reportedly risking provoking the US by rebuilding key missile facilities. And given that he can't realistically have both under the current global sanctions regime, what's going on? Chairman Kim's first public message since he returned to North Korea from Hanoi was a letter to a national conference of propaganda officials in Pyongyang last week. In his message, according to state media, Kim chose economic development as the North's most urgent task, stressing the need for all-out efforts to ensure that great progress will be made in socialist economic construction. Pyongyang's parliamentary elections last Sunday, albeit a formality, also saw an interesting trend. Prominent North Korean officials, including Chairman Kim, voted for candidates in the science, technology and economy fields, seen as highlighting their importance. However, that's not necessarily a good thing in the case of Chairman Kim. He cast his vote at a top science institution in Pyongyang, Kim-Chek University of Technology, and the candidate he backed was reportedly the president of the university. Science could, of course, fit with an underlying intention to support rocket technology, the kind that could help spur intercontinental ballistic missile development. Now, that would sound like almost a paranoid leap of judgment if we didn't have additional evidence. So make of this what you will. US think tanks have floated the possibility of North Korea soon launching a long-range missile or a satellite-carrying rocket. Corroborated by South Korea's own intelligence, analysts studying commercial satellite imagery at America's Center for Strategic and International Studies Beyond Parallel and 38 North recently revealed that North Korea's been rebuilding facilities at its West Coast Sohae Satellite Launch Center at Dongchangni, including the engine test stand that Chairman Kim promised President Trump he would dismantle when they met in Singapore last June. Another US institute, the Center for Non-Proliferation Studies, and again this aligns with what we've got from South Korea's National Intelligence Service, reported on unusually busy activity in recent weeks at Pyongyang's Sanumdong Research Center, a key ICBM production base. For what it's worth, North Korea's official Yonhap News web portal has both this and last month carried stories highlighting the country's development of satellite technology. There is, of course, the possibility that the North is just trying to send a message knowing the world is watching. This is a widely held view that the threat of a satellite or some kind of missile launch is a negotiating tactic after the Hanoi summit. A more nuanced position has been put forward this week by Jae-in, a security policy advisor to South Korea's President Jae-in. He believes North Korea may be seeking to hedge against the breakdown of talks with the US rather than trying to cheat Washington amid its denuclearization drive. But Moon did also caution against drawing any snap conclusion on Pyongyang's intention behind these recently spotted activities. What we do know is that dialogue could completely collapse if the North does launch even a satellite in the name of enhancing peaceful space capabilities. Indeed, President Trump has said he would be very, very disappointed with Chairman Kim if the North is indeed preparing a launch. Meanwhile, Seoul's foreign ministry has urged Pyongyang to make a wise judgment, insisting that South Korea and the US are thoroughly monitoring the North. It's hard to imagine Pyongyang staking what's left of its economy with a major provocation now, but whatever his intentions, Chairman Kim is already willing, it seems, to play a risky hand.